Welcome back for our second press conference for our first quarterfinal match this afternoon. With us is Central Oklahoma. The Broncos, with a record of now 29-6, they were making their sixth NCAA tournament appearance coming into this year's tournament. With us is student athletes Jordan Spence and Taylor Bevis, along with head coach Edgar Maracu. So we'd like to first have some comments from the coach on today's match.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just want to congratulate Concordia, first of all. Great program, good season for them. Obviously, their record and tradition speaks for themselves, so kudos to them for that. Second comment I'd like to make, it's a non-traditional one, but it's unfortunate that a lot of good teams out of our region don't find themselves playing here today. We're lucky and have not always been there, but unfortunately a lot of good teams don't find themselves playing here today. So congrats to all those teams who had great seasons as well and not here being represented or having an opportunity to be represented here. So with that, I think our girls had a decent game. I think certain things could have gone a little better. Not our most traditional game in terms of statistics. Three-set match, I think usually we dealt with a lot more unforced errors than we have had committed in the past, but some of it is again credit to Concordia for how they played, how they adjusted to some of the stuff we're trying to do, and some of it is also things we could have done better, but that's the way the game goes. So,
any questions for student athletes or for head coach?
And you're obviously the second set was kind of key. I mean, we had a good, UCO had a good lead and came back and kind of stayed ahead, and then they had a run at the end. Did that do anything mentally to us or to the team? Or say us?
Hindsight's 2020, obviously. It's always tougher for the athletes in the game, and with that said, it doesn't excuse us from letting it creep in. I think it was mainly lack of adjustment somewhat. I thought they started tipping the ball quite a bit, which also speaks to their timidness at the same time, because when it's getting down to the wire and they're not used to losing a lot, obviously that they get a little tight. But yeah, it could affect you mentally. I didn't think it affected us as much. We came back on third set and I don't think it was a lead more than 2 points. May have been 3 unless I'm wrong on the third set. So it's positive. I thought, like, as long as we stay in the third set, we'll always have an opportunity. We stayed, just not within 2 or 3 points toward the end there. So while that happens in sports, Mike, I don't think it affected us as much as it could have, us or anybody else, under those circumstances.
I've got one, Taylor or Jordan, either one, and both can comment, but a very pretty young squad. Just have one senior on the team. Again, a great season for you guys, but definitely something positive to build on for next year, and to play at a great league that you guys already play in. But obviously, some positives going into next year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are super young this year, but that's only going to benefit us. Getting all that experience with our freshmen out there, it's only going to make us better for next year and the year after that, and that's what we're striving to do. We're striving to build a legacy here. And that's what we work for every day.
Yeah, I think it holds a lot of promise for the future years to come. And I know Taylor and I are juniors this year, and it's just been a great 3 years. And we're, happy for all of the freshmen and everything to continue on that legacy that she talks about. I think when you look at the overall picture, what we've done here, our record and everything, how the year's gone, it's impressive, especially with as young a team we have, and I'm just really grateful.
Edgar, one last question. We had to leave two young ladies at home the night before and had some health issues. What effect did that have, and adjustments you had to make with that? Because those played a key role throughout the year, obviously. Malia, Hello, and Allie Davis.
Yeah, unfortunately, Malia and join our team for health reasons, but at this point I felt our team handled things pretty well. Yes, both of them contributed at different capacity as the season went on. But I don't think me or anybody here, including Taylor and Jordan, want to use it as an excuse. I think the team was ready to go, performed fairly well, and could have performed better, obviously. It's unfortunate for those two athletes to be there, especially since this is such a great opportunity to experience, whether on the court or off the court. But it also speaks well of our team. Our ability to still come. Yeah, we're a little short-handed as far as subs, things like that may have gone, but I also felt that the core group over there, you know, for the most part, handled things well, and we could have pulled a win today. So it speaks well of our core players, particularly Taylor sitting here and Jordan, who have been such a big part of our success, not just this year, the last 3 years combined. I mean, numbers are numbers, statistics are statistics. I'm not big on records, but you know, these two young ladies sitting here have won 90 matches in the last 3 years in their careers. There are a lot of athletes in a lot of sports, but particularly volleyball, that can't say that in 3 years. So it speaks well of them and the rest of our team.
Anything else for student athletes or for our coach? We got.
You're really nervous. So, well, the fact that how you're looking forward and how you're processing what happened. I was just wondering if you could give us a little insight into the dynamics of your team. Losing the second set could be every reason to not continue, but you've obviously proved that throughout the course of the year you can do that. What happened, and then to go down a little bit in set 3 to start with, but then end up where you had a 20-something game? Who looked at who and who said what?
I mean, that's kind of been our
toes.
Yeah. We do that a lot. We come out and we get down 5 points, and then we work our way back. And you know, it's not exactly the best thing to do, because then you're down 5 points. But we do have that fight as a team, and we've had it all year. And I think it's something that we've had the past 3 years, as long as I've been here. We have fight. And even if things aren't going our way, we're going to figure out a way to try to make it better. And that's just something that I think is very UCO volleyball.
Come on, Jordan.
I think it's a good mentality to have, and I think our team is really good at that. I mean, we can be down 10, 15 points and still come back and still have the mentality that, you know, we're not going to accept defeat. That's something we've talked about. That's been a big motto for our team this year, and come back and push. And we've done that this year, and like Taylor said, the previous 3 years that we've been here. So, yeah.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Congrats on a great year.